Why do you think this ban should continue?
Well, because it's working. When we put this ban in place, we had heard originally that, oh, it was a bad idea. We even had the Conservative Party of British Columbia telling us that this won't work. But what we've seen is, in a situation where we have very few levers, this one being a very effective one. And we don't want to be in this situation, Michelle. We would rather just have an agreement and continue to honor the agreements we have in place. But we have no choice when 50% tariffs plus are being put on our forest products. We're seeing significant economic issues from the tariffs that have been put in place. This is one of the measures we've put in place, and we're keeping it there until such time as we have an agreement.
How is it effective? Those tariffs remain in place. There is no trade deal, no negotiations since October, and the rhetoric hasn't changed. So how is it effective?
Well, first off, the rhetoric won't change regardless of what we do. I mean, we've had a president in the United States who's fighting the Pope, who just called India a hellhole today. Unfortunately, it's a car accident in slow motion, and we won't be able to do anything around that. But what has been effective is we have now senators across the U.S., and the two top things that senators have been raising in Washington, D.C. is A, Canadians not traveling to the U.S. and not spending the dollars there. And B is this alcohol ban. It is having an economic impact over there. And again, we don't want to be doing these things. We've had such a strong relationship with the U.S. It feels silly for all of this to be happening. But it is a lever that we'll keep in place until such time as we see some progress.
But what is that progress now?
Well, we are going into negotiations. The federal table has been set. Discussions are ongoing already around CUSMA. We have engaged with our business leaders, with labor leaders, First Nations, made a submission to the federal government on what our priorities are for British Columbia. We've been meeting with ministers across the country to talk about strategy, and the federal government's been sharing what they're planning on doing. And those conversations are going to be happening at the table.
And you did state that it's had an economic impact, and reports from the U.S. have shown that. But at the same time, what we just heard from Ian Tostenson with the BC Restaurant and Food Services Association is that the Liquor Distribution Board has lost $80 million in profit. A couple of hundred people have lost their jobs. And he's asking, is it really worth it given the impact here on BC's own economy?
Well, I would perhaps dispute the numbers, but yes, it's true that if we don't have U.S. alcohol, it's going to be a shift in consumer behavior here, and it may have some impacts here. But that being said, we are losing hundreds and thousands of jobs in forest sector right now. Our manufacturing sector is seeing major strain. And so, yes, if it has a small impact in one sector of our economy, but it gives us a lever to address the multiple challenges we have across our economy, we need to use it. And so I appreciate Ian is advocating for his members, his restaurants, but they can continue to function on the products that we have, both coming from international markets, but as well as local and domestic products.
What do you think the Prime Minister might do here? So he was asked about this morning, and let's just take a listen to that comment.
These issues such as decisions on which alcohol to put on the shelves, we can make progress very quickly on that, with progress with in other areas. And I will just underscore, we understand that and this is the point I've been making since day one, is that this long period of integration, deeper integration between Canada and the United States is over, that nostalgia isn't a strategy, that hope isn't a strategy. We're not going to go back to exactly the way things were. The U.S. has changed. It's their right, they've changed, but we're looking to negotiate something mutually agreeable, and there will be adjustments there. When we make progress on that, I'm still confident that we will make progress, but and then those judgments will be made by the provinces, and we'll encourage those judgments.
Will encourage those judgments, sort of saying there we could make progress on that quickly, still saying it's up to the provinces. But do you see that as something potentially the Prime Minister steps in on or approaches your provincial government as a kind of trade-off for something from the United States?
Well, we respect the Prime Minister. He's been elected by Canadians to do this work. I know that those discussions are going to be happening at that table, and when we get feedback, we'll weigh those options. But you know, the steel tariffs, the automobile tariffs, the aluminum tariffs, the forest-related product tariffs, all of these are impacting partners across the country. We'll have to play it by ear as we see some of the negotiations developing. We may get to the point where we say, you know what, it's time to lift this. But the federal government had a lot of reciprocal tariffs in place, and they removed them all in a hope that the U.S. administration would come to the table and be more cooperative. It didn't work. And so we see no reason at this point to change our position until such time as we see some progress on some important topics that we've been raising.
So you're saying backing down now on this ban on U.S. liquor just doesn't help, or could even hurt Canada's position?
Yeah, you know, anyone that's ever dealt with bullies, if you give in, you've given in, and you're not going to get anything. So we're meeting them as best we can. But in the end, our ultimate goal is a resolution. It's in the interest of British Columbians. It's in the interest of all of our business leaders, our labor leaders. We want to see a resolution, but this element that we have in place won't change until such time as we make progress on the important items like forestry duties and other issues that we've raised.